While helping his mother-in-law massage her back, the man suddenly noticed a number appearing above her head, and the harder he pressed during the massage, the higher the number became. At first, the man thought this number represented his mother-in-law's affection for him, but that night, he saw the number above his wife's head was actually 0, and he mistakenly assumed his wife didn't love him at all. So, the man suggested to his wife that they deepen their relationship. However, strangely enough, no matter how much his wife loved him or paid attention to him, the number above her head always remained 0. The next day at the company, the man secretly observed the tops of his colleagues' heads and found that everyone had a 0 above theirs. When he got home that night, the number above his wife's head was still 0, and even the number above his father-in-law's head was 0. But when he looked at his mother-in-law again, the number above her head started to rise once more. Just as the man was thinking about this, his mother-in-law casually wiped off the food residue stuck to the corner of his mouth. With this small gesture alone, the number above her head instantly rose a little more. The man was shocked, so he tried complimenting his mother-in-law on her beauty. She immediately blushed shyly, and the number went up a bit again. When he helped her clear the dishes, the number rose once more. That night, as he was about to sleep, the man heard his mother-in-law arguing with his father-in-law. His mother-in-law was so angry that she wanted to go outside, and the number above her head suddenly turned to 30%. The man immediately offered to go for a walk with her, and as soon as he said that, the number rose by another 5%. During the walk, his mother-in-law poured out her troubles to him and kept praising him for being thoughtful and reliable. Upon hearing this, the number above her head jumped straight to 45%. At that moment, his mother-in-law slipped and nearly fell. The man quickly supported her, and she was deeply moved. The number above her head began to rise rapidly, but just then, the man's wife suddenly arrived. Seeing this, the man quickly explained that his mother-in-law had sprained her ankle. His wife didn't suspect anything and came over to help. However, strangely enough, as soon as his wife appeared, the number above his mother-in-law's head dropped to 30% all at once. When his mother-in-law was heading back to her room, she only glanced at the man before leaving, and the number above her head actually started to rise again. The next day, his mother-in-law asked the man to help her apply medicine to her injured leg. Just as the number above her head was about to reach 100, the man's wife suddenly opened the door and came back.